In the beginning, we were born. Then we grew. Everything we knew was new.
Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate?
See the world through different eyes. Realize it's all fairy tales and blue skies. Everyone is wearing a mask in disguise, covering up their issues with betrayals and lies. As we wish we could see through our childhood eyes. I ask you,
are you gonna spread love or hate?
Are you gonna spread that love?
Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate?
Everything we knew and everything we're taught. I guess we all had bigger problems than the one we fought. The battles that were won and the fights that were fought. We never absorbed all the hate and distraught. Spread that love. So spread that love. And let each other in, or feed into temptation and ultimate sin, to learn what we didn't learn right from the start, because nowhere where was place in my heart for hate. As we wish you could see through our childhood eyes once again, I ask you, spread the love, spread love or hate. Love, spread love or hate. I'm spread love or hate. Love.
Check. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and jumping. What up, Labcoats? We're back with another excellent track. It's time to wake up, wind up, and cue up with To the Left. To the Left. You should follow DJ Tatious on BandLab, but also YouTube and wherever you choose to consume your social media. I'll see you next time.
Yo, Labcoats, riddle me this. What bands inspire you? What bands inspire your music? For me, oftentimes they're different. The people who inspire me are people like The Classic Crime or someone like Go Periscope. But the bands who inspire my music are more along the lines of Owl City or One Republic. Not to mention, a lot of times, Eminem. Who inspires you? Who inspires your music? Tell me why. I want to know. Put it in the comments below.
Let's leave the listener wanting delicate. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. That's right, it's time to wake up, wind up, and cue up with another excellent track. Today we've got Delicate by LuxxLavish. So, without further ado, to the left! up, wind up, and cue up with another excellent BandLab track. Delicate over here on the lab, we've got LuxxLavishPromotions at LuxLavishPromotions. Out of Savannah, Georgia, repping 377 followers at 3 minutes and 51 seconds, 32 plays, and 12 likes, including one of our own. Let's take a listen. Very good punk intro. I hear you. I see you. Blink-182 style. Ooh. Some Skillet vibes. Lyrics? Yeah. Nice falsetto. Good drum change. I like it how we opened it up. Nice echoes. I'm getting the Flyleaf vibes too. Man, this is just an amalgamation of awesome stuff. It's a great rock song. Nice. Let's get it. Good vocal layers. Really good riffing on the guitar as well. I really like the track. Super open, super loud. What is it? Is it Gwen Stefani that does I'm Just a Girl? I'm just a girl. Nice. That was a really cool track. That was rocking for sure. From start to finish, we were going strong. So, Delicate, let's jump into two things I love and one thing I want more of. The first thing I love about this track is just how rocking it is. That instrumental just starts hard and goes hard. This right here, major Adam song vibes, Blink-182, also, What's My Age Again? Took her out, it was a Friday night. We walk along and get the feeling right. Right, no. I mean, you hear me though. And then we move into this more skillet flyleaf vibe. So it's almost like a punk rock into a hard rock. Then we're gonna pull it back here. This is definitely some skillet flyleaf chugging. So that's the first thing I love is that instrumental. The way that it does its thing and it moves throughout. Lots of feels from the punk rock / alt rock / hard rock, just kind of all rolled into one love letter to that genre. The second thing I love is the way that we do these vocals here. When we come down to the pre-chorus, which I think is over here. Here we go. Where we open up these drums, the words are sparse, and here we go. Boom! Into the falsetto, which is this great dynamic shift from the verse. So the vocals themselves, not only do we have like a lyrically sparse pre-chorus while the drums are just ramping us up, but then we go from that normal delicate to I. So we go from this contained whisper type thing to this all-in head voice up in the sky. It's this really great shift from pre-chorus to chorus. It's distinct, it's dynamic, and it's fantastic. That is the second thing I love. Now, if there's one thing I want more of, I don't want to hear the word delicate in the pre-chorus at all. That's the one thing I noticed here. We can hold back because of the way that this track is arranged and the way that we're doing things. We can hold back on delicate. We don't have to say, 'cause I'm so delicate, like while we're in the pre-chorus. What if we eliminated that completely? Let's see here. Become so, yeah, I become so. Right? Let's not say delicate in the pre-chorus. Let's leave the listener wanting delicate. Save it for either the second pre-chorus or just don't say it until the very end. I mean, this pre-chorus could be taken up 2 levels if you do not say delicate. That's my opinion, but I can tell you that the tension and the resolve based on how songwriting works, not saying your title word in that pre-chorus would be to your benefit. 'Cause I become so, yeah, I become so, right? We want delicate. We want to hear delicate. Don't give it to us yet. Wait until towards the end. Right here. Right there. Where we have that part. Maybe we just don't say delicate until the end. If we do feel the need to say it sooner, which of course we feel the need to, it fits there, it goes there. But if we feel the need to, then the listener feels the need to want to hear it. And we can take that from them and give that to them later. But if we need to hear delicate in the way that it's spoken earlier, delicate, if we need to hear it that way, let's wait until the second pre-chorus and let's still just make it the last thing. So rather than, 'cause I'll become so delicate, right? Don't make it just a fleeting thought. Make it, 'cause I become so, yeah, I become so delicate, right? Into the chorus, something that's going to just make delicate sound out and become the focal point and maybe even the dynamic transition. Delicate! Yay! That could be really cool. That's the one thing I want more of. So there you have it. Delicate by LuxxLavishPromotions over on BandLab. Everyone should jump over there and follow them. And, while you're over there, why don't you follow DJ Tatious on BandLab, YouTube, or wherever you choose to consume your social media? In the meantime, thanks for waking up, winding up, and queuing up with me for another excellent BandLab track. And we will see you tomorrow.
Just for the promo. It's all about the promo.
All about the promo. That's 100% accurate. It's all about the promo, so stay till the end.
It's never gonna come out anyway. Alright. I know. Honestly, I was expecting this to be released it had to be before winter, but now it's gotta be a summer song. Light a fire inside my eyes. Pull me close to you one more time. By the glow of the street light.
I'd say it is a mix of some slowed and chopped Britney Spears with a little sprinkle of Madonna and, just for the grins and giggles, some Elvis vibes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent track. Today we've got Love is Just a Distraction by MadameZ and two others. It's a collaboration with Moros1 and Turbomaus. Let's go check it out. We'll head to the left. Excellent track. Love is Just a Distraction over here on the lab by MadameZ, as well as Turbomaus and Moros1. You've got at TheRealMadamez, the real MadameZ. Will you please stand up? As well as at TurboMaus at Turbomaus and at MAUROS1 Moros1. MadameZ is out of Sacramento, California, repping 4.62 thousand followers. And the song itself has 21 plays currently. It is relatively new as of yesterday. I'm absolutely enamored with how this song turned out. The description says, Turbomaus and Moros1 are total masters of sound. They are always able to take my lowly vocals and turn them into something magical. Let's take a listen. Oh yeah, already on board. Dum, dum. Okay, I can get down with this vibe. This is also giving me Toxic vibes, the slowed down version. Where are my lyrics? Got you walking backwards. I like how that clap sits in the mix. It's not too forward, it's not too backward. It's just right. The guitar too. The muted picking. And that background says. Ooh, good vocal layers. Singing diddy diddy dum diddy do. It's just a vibe. Oh, the taste of lips, I'm on high.
Love is just a distraction, baby. Oh, a silly distraction.
Love is just a distraction. No, a silly distraction. Come now and distract me. We've had a change of heart. It's just a distraction. A silly distraction. But, come here. What have you done? You distracted her. I like that filtered vocal. Is that a vocoder or is that FX? Maybe the robotic. Something robotic. It sounds like a vocoder. It was a great way to bolster that vocal. Come and distract me, baby. It almost has an Elvis-like quality too. Please come and distract me, baby. Oh, come and distract me, baby. I can totally hear that. What a great marriage of sounds. A little bit of Madonna sprinkled in there. Boom, boom, boom. I love drum fills. Especially 80s style drum fills. What a cool track, you guys. The three of y'all just nailed this. Turbomaus, Moros, MadameZ, Love is Just a Distraction. Great song. I'd say it is a mix of some slowed and chopped Britney Spears with a little sprinkle of Madonna and, just for the grins and giggles, some Elvis vibes. Two things I love and one thing I want more of. The first thing I love is this track. Just take a listen anywhere and you're going to hear a bunch of different elements happening all at the same time, but none of them distracting. Clap, ba-boom, ba-clap, ba-boom, ba-clap. Dum-da-dum-dum. Da-dum-da-dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. So many different things happening, whether it's an ambient synth, the funky guitar, the bass, or the drums. Clap. So many different elements. You've got a lot of percussion, some good rhythm stuff happening, and then this really funky guitar along with these background synths or vocals that are aired out that create this really awesome soundscape for the vocals to sit in. And I think it's one of the things that gives that Britney Spears Toxic vibe, but that slow, maybe slow verbed mix of that. Really great, funky track. Huge fan. Get it. The second thing I love is when we bring these vocals to their peak performance here, we're looking at not only the vocoder that bolsters them in the back half of the song, but when we bring in the layers. Not only do we mix that with a synth in the track that gives it some high end and a little bit of not harshness in a bad way, but harshness in a sense that it fills out that vocal space from the lower vocal. It adds that higher end. When the vocal goes from a single vocal, we started out with that lower, love is just a distraction, baby. And then we get into na, na, na. That's not a diss. In fact, that's a great dynamic shift. The only difference is my voice doesn't do what your voice does. So we have this dynamic shift from a lower, rounded sound to this higher sound. And it creates not only this dynamic shift, but this vocal and tonal shift, which keeps our ear listening. But then we go from there into where the vocal opens up into layers. Lower, higher, big. Will they turn to cloud the mind? Will they turn to cloud the... Will they turn to cloud the... You've got 3 different levels of vocals happening in there. Maybe even more layers that I just wasn't picking up on in that moment. But we go from that single vocal doing its thing, giving us the business, and then we get to this area where the vocal just super opens up and it creates this moment in the track, this wow moment, which is later then reproduced in a totally different way where you have a vocal and then the vocoder or whatever we chose to use as the backing in that portion that really just fills out the sonic space. And it sounds great. So when you put all those things together, you get a really neat track with really neat vocals and a totally cohesive product. There's our vocoder. And in the background, you have what sounds like those synth chords bum, bum, that are going along with the vocal that also bolsters the vocal. It's another way the two things come to create this, this synergy, this relationship between the two, vocal and instrumental, that creates a song. And that's really all there is to it. If it sounds good, it is good, according to Adam Young from Owl City. So good job, guys. If there was one thing that I want more of in this track, I think I want some downtime somewhere. I like the instrumental with the guitars. So we do get that brief turnaround before we come back to the vocals, and I believe we have it one more time towards the end. However, I'd like to see maybe a sweep instead. You've got some really cool ambient synths that are doing a lot to bolster what's in the song, but are never getting their day in the sun. You could do some uncomfortable subtraction and strip away not only the vocal, or put a super heavy low pass filter on the vocal. So it's while you just get some airing out. Bum, bum, bum. Some rises and some falls. Give it 5 seconds. Maybe it doesn't even have to be that much, but I guarantee if you give the love is just a distraction, baby. Whoa, it's just a distraction, baby. Boom. And then that's all you need is like 5 seconds there to really just take us out of the first half and bring us into the second half. So the track is really great the way it is. Nothing has to change. If something were going to change, that would be my preference as a producer, to add a large dynamic shift, because what we do in the first part and what we do in the second part are just similar enough to need to be a little more separated, in my humble opinion. Great track. Love is just a distraction. Love how we go from it's a distraction to, hey, why don't you come and distract me? Because, I can't help it anymore. Really great track from MadameZ, Turbomaus, Moro S. Everyone should jump on over to the lab, listen to this track, give it a like, throw it a comment. Make sure you let them know that you were here and that you heard the track here on BandLab Plus Coffee. And don't forget to like this video while you're here. You know, in the meantime, after you have followed them and liked the track and done your business there, don't forget you should also follow DJ Tatious on YouTube, BandLab, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. In the meantime, thanks for waking up, winding up, and queuing up another excellent BandLab track with me, and we will see you tomorrow. Today we've got time, shine. Chugga chug 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 chug. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus. That's right, it's coffee. My name's DJ Tatious, and I'm here to wake up, wind up, and queue up another excellent BandLab track with you. Thanks for coming along on the journey. Today we've got Summertime, Time by Lucky Shine. Shine. Love it. We're really going on a journey with this one. I love when music just makes you vibe. So without further ado, to the lab. They're real big in the chorus, and then they're small but kind of sporadic and crazy in the verse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BandLab track. Today we've got Forger bringing us One Found a Way. That's ominous, mysterious, maybe even a little bit whimsical. but we'll find out. The only way we can find out is if we head to the lab.
Let the music unlock your heart. It's time to collaborate. You're part of the family.
To the lab. Over here on the lab, it's Forger with I found, or rather one found a way, and that is Forger as in at F0RGER, repping 1.4 thousand followers. The track itself has 20 plays and 10 likes, soon to be one of our own. I'm sure the description says, check out this awesome hashtag new track that's going to be out on hashtag Spotify soon. Ooh, let's take a listen. At 154, I'm probably going to like this on the length alone. Pitch shifting is the best. Those little drill hi-hats. Nice pitch shifting on this. I love the digital sound. Wick, wick. Tick, tick, tick. From a snap to a clap, I like it. Where are my lyrics? Pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover. That's the mashup. Y'all aren't ready for that. Great percussion that keeps us moving, good sense, wonderful pitch shifting. Nice work, Forger. This is a really cool track because this track gives us all those comfort food vibes. I'm from the South. You know what we like? We like chicken fried steak. That's why I don't have abs. Also, I'm in my mid-30s. That's another reason I don't have abs. But chicken fried steak is phenomenal. You know why we like it? Comfort food. You know what goes with it? Mashed potatoes. You know what goes on those? Gravy. You know what goes with that? A biscuit. Okay? That's a full meal comfort food deal right there, and that's exactly what Found a Way is from Forger. It gives us the things we like in electronic music that just make us go, yeah, this feels right. And that starts with vocal chops. It moves into pitch shifting. It gives us all of those rhythmic percussive elements that sit with synths that fill just the right spaces to create an atmosphere that does not overstay its welcome at 154. Great track. Let's move to two things I love and one thing I want more of. The first thing I love about this track is the pitch shifting we get everywhere. You hear the normal voice there. Now you hear our pitch shifting. I don't know if we're chopping it up or just reversing it and shifting it with that 4-minute shift. And it's a really great contrast because it sits well when you have the normal, or rather the vocal that we're using without any kind of pitch shifting element. And then when you add in the pitch shifting element, it gives us this dynamic change and transition, which we're always talking about on this show, how we need to change things up. In fact, someone sent me a message saying, hey, will you listen to this track? It's a long track, but we switch it up a lot and we know you like that. So keep switching it up, make it dynamic, make us want to listen, make us want to keep listening. You know what I mean? All right, so we start with the normal vocal, move into that pitch shifted vocal. That's the first thing I love, and it's fantastic. The second thing I love about this track is the different rhythms that we choose to use here. So we just went into it, right into the chorus. We have a transition, but listen to the hats. It's an electronic drum kit, obviously, but the way that we're using it here, it's just got a good rhythm. It just makes you want to keep listening. It keeps you hooked. There it was, again. One more. So the way these percussive elements are working is they're real big in the chorus, and then they're small but kind of sporadic and crazy in the verse. And then we get into the chorus and it's boom, 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 boom.
Don't get by my problems. I already wrote them. Suddenly,
Now we're going to open it all up for that chorus. Boom. 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 And the cool thing about the chorus is rather than the we get the and it's in the background. I can't really describe it any better than that with that noise. Right? Listen for that. See if you can hear it. There it was. Right here. Here it comes. Right here. So even in the chorus, when we've opened up completely, we still have that background, just really electronic hi-hat that's driving it. That's the second thing I love, is the way that these percussive elements come through. So first thing is the vocals and the way that we pitch shift, and the second thing is the percussive elements. Now, if there's one thing I want more of, I think I heard it over here. Let's verify. It was right there. Finally walking into the unknown. If we're going to walk into the unknown, I know you have some delay throws prior to that. I want to see you take those delay throws off of these parts of the verse. Don't delay throw there. Don't delay throw there. Finally walking into the unknown, I want you to make your pitch shifting, formant shifting vocals delay throw right there. So don't delay throw da 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 da. Don't do that. Do da 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 da. And then on finally walking into the unknown, and like give us that pitch and formant shifted in the unknown, right? So you get the really clear vocal, but then the delay throw is really special because we haven't been using it yet. If we take it off of the other parts and we just use it in that one space, but it's prominent and it's pitch and formant shifted, goes with the vibe, elevate. That's what I'm talking about. That's the one thing I want more of. All in all, Found a Way by Forger is a phenomenal track. I really like that it doesn't overstay its welcome. It gives me just enough to make me go, you know what, I'm going to listen to that again. And then all of the, of course, pitch shifting, formant shifting really works in my favor because I just really enjoy how the instrument of the voice can be utilized in so many different ways in music. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So everyone should head on over to BandLab and follow at F0RGER Forger. And you know what? While you're over there, I'm just gonna ask for just one thing, just like one simple favor. Really, just a tiny one. I would just ask that you follow DJ Tatious on BandLab, YouTube, and wherever you choose to consume your social media. We'll be there because we are the people who cry out in the name of those who feel pain. I'm not Goku. I don't make these speeches. But thanks for waking up, winding up, and queuing up another excellent BandLab track with me, and for bringing your coffee along to the lab. We will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, hey DJ, what kind of songs do you like to write? Well, here are a few of the songs I've written lately.
Whose perception reality defined? It's irrelevant, I'll bleed this pen dry, turn the key and free myself. I will feel like a man gun, losing the fight entirely. I just wanna ocean of waves, slowly cresting over me a colorful days, kaleidoscopic memories. I know.
What do you mean you haven't heard any of these yet? Oh, they must be upcoming tracks. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what it is. It's BandLab plus coffee. That's what's that song? Step Up 2, Timbaland. You gotta have Timbaland breaths. Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. Happy Friday. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BandLab track. Today, we've got Cecile in All That Falls and Dies Away. So, on that happy note, and without further ado, let's head to the lab. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BandLab track. Over here on the lab, we've got Cecile the Dragon. Oh, Cecile Dragon, rather, at CECILEDRAGON out of Annecy? Out of France, repping 435 followers, and I can just tell we're in for a treat with this dynamic waveform. 84 plays and All That Falls and Dies Away. It's a forked track from Scott Polly, who's at Scott_Polly. And the description says, fork! Couldn't help grabbing this Scott Polly's beautiful piece of guitar about the power of fall to shed the old again. Where was this during fall week? That's okay. It's still fall. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Oh, yeah. That's a fall vibe. Where are my lyrics, Cecile?
Waiting there under the rain, a chill of this void on my skin and my road.
Okay. Excuse me, real. Who can save your soul? Vibes. Melissa Etheridge? Is that who I'm thinking of? Really great, simple acoustic, and a good raw vocal.
Chances are that I won't get the answers. This voice of the past gets annoyed. I told you.
Chances are I won't get the answers.
Pairs of tears light upon my windows. The melt defenses of my heart. I'm just done with this love.
I agree, Dean. It sounds just like the vocals and guitar were written together.
Tell me how to quell this fire that burns from passion, thorns and scars and a dream.
Your additions are a really beautiful compliment, says Michelle. Totally agree.
The time has come with every leaf to share that weight inside your lungs. Those rough days.
The time has come with every leaf to shed that weight.
are gone. The cold that breaks, falls and dies away. You'll never be on that plenary seat. And you know.
Really good chill vibes.
And in the rain, the chill of this void in my skin, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. treasure in the bones. Found a treasure in the ones that witness my soul.
Excellent. What a cool acoustic and raw vibe. The guitar, raw. The vocal, raw. I mean, I know they had to come together in the studio on BandLab for this to work, but as a fork, these two things do feel like they complement each other really well, as a few people said down below. The good compliment from Michelle St. George, and then we also had, I believe it was Dean, who just said they seemed like they were written together. I mean, these things are all true. Let's head into two things I love and one thing I want more of. Focusing first on the fork itself in Cecile Dragon, the vocal tone and quality is phenomenal. While I wish I had the lyrics so that I could get a little bit more from that, I think that this vocal is just, like it has been said, the perfect complement to the guitar.
The time has come with every leaf.
The time has come with every leaf to shed that weight. Inside your something, your days are gone. This is, you can tell from the description, the power of fall to shed the old again. You can tell that that's what's happening in here with the emotional performance of the vocal. But really, I just can't stress enough the fact that these two things feel like they were written for each other. The song, the instrumental, they mesh in such a great way. And that's the first thing I love, is the vocal on here. The second thing that I love, I would be remiss if I didn't mention this acoustic piece. Scott, the way that we have different velocities of notes within this acoustic performance, we're not always just strumming the guitar as hard as we can, but you really seem to convey the emotion of what an acoustic guitar can bring. It's not all just one note and you're playing the notes and we're in awe of the notes. No, you're actually giving us a character in the guitar. The guitar is a character in this story, and you can hear that as you go from a hard pluck to a soft pluck. You'll see. Boom. Real soft, and then we'll hit hard again. You can hear the ups and the downs in the guitar. And you can hear those things to the point where, again, it becomes a character within the track. It's not just a guitar track that someone's sang on. It is almost like a duet, because the guitar is so dynamic and the vocal itself also has this really excellent tone that sits with it. So that's the second thing I love, is how dynamic this guitar is and how well it creates this bed for the vocal to sit on. Together, they create an excellent fall vibe. If there was anything I'd want more of on this track, I think that I would just want to hear a couple more layers. I mean, it's raw and correct, and everything is where it should be. As a producer or someone who produces their own pop music, I just like when things are a little more compressed, a little more, in your face when it comes to that kind of thing, a little more EQ'd, just with a little more separation. I really can't complain. This is a phenomenal track that you could put on and listen to over and over again. It gives me all the best 90s singer-songwriter vibes. I would sit and we would listen to cassettes in the kitchen in the early 90s of these kinds of singer-songwriter jams, these acoustic style calm, or go to a coffee house or a Einstein Bagels before it was cool, right? Before it was a chain. But this is just a great track. It would have been excellent for fall week. It's excellent now, and it is overall something that you should not sleep on. So everyone jump on over to BandLab and follow Cecile Dragon as well as Scott_Polly if you want some good forkable material. And while you're over there, you should follow DJ Tatious on BandLab, YouTube, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. In the meantime, I hope your weekend is restful and relaxing, and you can chill out so that you can wake up, wind up, and queue up with us again on Monday. See ya. My name's DJ Tatious, and you're watching the BandLab Plus Coffee channel. only on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent track. Today, we've got Narcissistic Way by Artillery Keys. So, without further ado, to the lab! Don't bark when I yell to the lab, please. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus Coffee. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent track. Today, we've got Ghosts in the Atmosphere. Woo, it's spooky season. By Vampire. Double spooky season. Right here. So don't go away or you'll miss it. Of course, not like right here. In fact, we need to head to the left. Excellent track. We've got Ghosts in the Atmosphere over here on the lab by Vampire Squared. That's at Audible Psyche, AUDIBLEPSYCHE, out of Los Angeles, California, repping 432 followers, which is just a crime because this guy's music is phenomenal. So everyone needs to go over there and check him out. Ghosts in the Atmosphere is repping 60 plays, 27 likes, including one of our own so far. Vocals and music by me, but him. I'm not the problem. It's a good song. I don't want a copyright strike, so there's that. No pound signs, because I tire of those. Back in our day, it was called a pound sign, not a hashtag. Let's take a listen. It's like an acoustic version of Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. If you don't wanna leave me, we're writing our own ending.
Characters dance in the distant twilight upon these
that rising progression.
stones, straight into this browning skyline. These hearts rip apart.
Some vocal layering and harmonies. I really like this ambience. Nice. There's ghosts in the atmosphere. I know what you're saying. DJ, why haven't you yelled about the lyrics? Because I asked Vampire for the lyrics and he sent them to me. So I have them. Nice pitch bending there.
Staring up at the crescent brown band that encapsulates this mechanical land. You can catch glimmers of what once was, covered in the layers of a past blood. While down below in the land of the drones, there was so much pollution to cut a hole in the ozone. Now it's hot as hell, it's melting my snow cone. Through this gaping hole, the streams ring as one tone. This is what happens.
The hole in the ozone's melting his snow cone, guys.
Through the cut, we can all see in hindsight. 40-20 nearsighted with the blind side.
I really like the vibe of this whole thing.
At a sideline, dealing with the consequences of our time. Cause like these ghosts, one day we will all die. So till then, can we say we tried? The silent scream in the atmosphere, here above our city's light.
Very Owl City sensibilities on these synthesizers. I just need to hear kids doing those background vocals. That's like the kind of vibe I'm getting. I can almost see this being like the credit song to a movie. Really digging how this comes together in this climax with the synths. And then it kind of fizzles out. Nice. That was awesome. Vampire, what a cool track. And what a different track than what we usually hear from Vampire. Let's head over to 2 things I love and 1 thing I want more of. So the first thing I love in this track is the chorus specifically. Check out this chorus. If I can find it. Let's just go to the end here. The hook. There's ghosts in the atmosphere, fear. Yeah! You have this really great drum rhythm. Boom, 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 boom. You've got the bass in there. Right? Then you have like these screaming synths on top. Right? It's all very choppy and arpeggiated, which gives us this real bouncy, happy vibe. It's really got these Owl City vibes throughout the song. But the chorus specifically gives us that, and we're presented with the hook in such a way that it's upbeat and almost happy. But the topic of conversation in the song is not so much, which is one of the things that I love about music is the upbeat songs with the content that doesn't necessarily match that. There's that song by, I think it's called MIA, where it's the all I want to do is make some money, right? I won't go into that. But just the upbeat nature of the track and how fancy free all the singing is, but the content is much more dire than that. And so I very much enjoy that. So the first thing I love is definitely this hook. So good. So good. The second thing I love here is when we get into, I already talked a little bit about the synth, but when we get into the verse, listen to how the instrumental plays. Plays on the expectations, comes back down to earth.
Staring up at the crescent brown band that encapsulates this mechanical land. You can catch glimmers of what once was, covered in the layers of a past blood.
Continue to listen to this, but listen to how the vocals sit above everything else and they don't get lost. Even though we have all this really cool stuff happening, it's happening in different places. So the vocals get to be the feature of this. When we're doing this sing rap kind of style, almost like a soft Beastie Boys, we really need the vocal to stand out. We need it to sit out, to stand out above the crowd, even if it has to shout out loud. And until theirs is the only voice you hear, they're going to stand out till you notice them. If you know, you know.
Well, down below in the land of the drones, there was so much pollution to cut a hole in the ozone.
Land of the drones, there's so much pollution, they cut a hole in the ozone. Right. You can hear all these words clearly. And even though some of the lyrics are moving by pretty quick, and I couldn't quite catch them until I got the lyrics from Vampire, the lyrics sit on the track really well. They're just always there. They're always the star of the show. And then in the background, if you want to listen harder, you've got those cool Owl City sensibilities. You've got the rising synth. You've got the really great rhythm of the percussion that leads us to the chorus. There's so much to love, but specifically the way the vocal sits in this mix. That's the second thing I love. The first thing I love is this hook. And the second thing is how the verse vocal sits on this instrumental bed.
Staring up at the crescent brown band that encapsulates this mechanical land. You can catch glimmers of what once was, covered in the layers of a past blood.
So even though the hook is short and the verses are wordy, I think if there's one thing I want more of, I think it's more of a reprieve somewhere. And this almost seems like it's cheeky enough to give us a reprieve 2/3 of the way or right before the final chorus, where it's just a pad synth and Vampire, instead of like the sing rap, you just do like that really irreverent talking, whether it's in the radio filter or normal, where it's just like, yeah, and because this and that and the other thing, that's what's going on. And nobody's going to stop it. And if nobody stops it, this is what's going to happen. And if this is what happens, then we're going to get ghosts in the atmosphere. Something like that. But there are those really great reprieves. I'm thinking specifically right now of Skrillex's song Breaking a Sweat, featuring the Cars, I think, where about halfway through, he goes into that rant on synthesizers being the future of music, but the rant being from like the 80s. So I think that would fit really nicely here. The song as it stands, is this really neat production that completely fits at the end of a movie, an end credits movie. I'm seeing a DreamWorks movie with that upbeat tone, but that dire content. So Ghost in the Atmosphere by Vampire Squared over here on BandLab at Audible Psyche. Make sure you head on over and listen to that. Like, comment, let them know that I sent you via BandLab Plus Coffee. And don't forget to follow him. And you know what? While you're over there, follow DJ Tatious on YouTube, BandLab, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. Don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, and share it. BandLab Plus Coffee, don't forget, is moving to once a week. And that's today, Mondays at 8 a.m. So we'll see you next time.
It's